All right. What's going on, guys? Happy Friday! I'm just pumped to be here. All right, maybe that was a little over the top, but hey, you know what? Whatever. I'm kind of an over the top
To be
guy.
here.
All right, maybe that was a little over the top, but hey, you know what? Whatever. I'm kind of an over the top
To be
guy.
here.
All right. So I'm jumping over to my YouTube side there to make sure everything's working. So it's a crazy market in the SPY today. The futures market is going pretty nuts. I'm really pumped. As you guys might know, yesterday we really went full throttle on this new strategy that we discovered. We discovered this strategy on Wednesday as a result of a bad trade that took place on our evaluation. And that bad trade, even though we had picked the right direction, we got one little upwick that actually took us out of the evaluation. We technically it did not, but we were $5 away from failing. So I went ahead, I reset the account, but before I did, I wanted to say, you know what, man, this is kind of crap. I've done a couple of resets already. I want to make sure that I'm getting this evaluation done, so that number one, I can show you guys, hey, I know how to earn funding inside the futures market, and number two, because I want to earn funding inside the futures market. Um, and so because that's the case, I completely shifted my whole perspective on everything that I've been doing in futures. And even though what we've done in futures prior to this, we'd had some days where we earn like 4 or 5K in paper. We'd have other days where we would lose 2 and 3K. So even though overall it's profitable, one bad day could take you out. So that wasn't something I wanted to keep doing. I wanted to go with something that was more reliable, had a much higher win rate, and because of that, I discovered a new strategy. Kind of by accident, that is crazy simple, literally so simple. Any newbie could do it. Let's go ahead and jump in without further ado. So boom. All right, let's go. Right now we're up $425 in the day, and you can see that we are no longer trading the NQ, we're trading the ES. The ES each tick value is $12.50 as opposed to the NQ, which was $5. We're taking two contracts, which we're doing the same on the NQ. So that means for every tick that goes in our favor, we're earning $25 before fees. Okay, and again, right now this is on paper on this side here on Thinkorswim, and on the evaluation, it's in an evaluation simulated account. So if we zoom in here, so this is all I'm doing. Okay, so we got these this nice rip here off this bounce, off this pullback. All right, so we're up. So we got one tick selected. We're using a bracket order, and we've got two contracts selected, and we're getting a pullback here. I want to make sure that I'm trading in the direction of the trend. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to hit short, and we're out. So we just made $25. All we're doing is one tick, two contracts, and we're just picking the trend. We're hitting buy market if it's going up. We're hitting sell market if it's going down, and that's it. That simple. We're not overcomplicating it. We're not even bothering necessarily to read chart patterns. Like I went short, which is against the trend, but which is never something I would recommend necessarily. But you can see we did pull back from these highs towards volume and average price, hence the very quick short, and now we're getting a bounce off these shorts, off these pullbacks here. So market looking very bullish today, but that's it. It's that simple. I'm gonna go long here, and we're out. So another $25. We're up $475. You can see we've traded 30 contracts, which equals out to 15 trades because we've taken two contracts each. So 15 trades, we're up 475. We were up a little bit more, but we did have we took one or two losses. But one of the losses that we took was a loss of $125. So you can see that, nothing's foolproof. And honestly, that loss that we took, we honestly just cut it early. And that was because it pulled back so much, or pulled away so much from our direction. So So this is all we're doing. This is a crazy, super simple, beginner friendly strategy. And we got 2 people watching right now. Let's make sure that we get 2 likes or 3 likes. I already liked it, so it means 2 more people can like it. But this strategy is crazy simple. Anybody can do it. And I really hope that you guys employ it if you're trying to earn funding in the futures market. By the way, if you guys are trying to earn funding in the futures market, I'm using this right here is Thinkorswim paper trading. But on the evaluation side of things, I'm using Elite Trader funding, and we're just using this in Tradeovate as our trading software. You can choose other softwares if you prefer, but I happen to like Tradeovate. I've been really happy with the software itself. So currently, so we did, like I said, we paid for that reset. We paid for it today. So we're up $156.40 on our evaluation. And yeah, we're going to hopefully keep grinding this up and hit our amount. Should have taken that long. I want to wait for a pullback.
Order filled.
Come on.
Order filled.
Exited out on that one. Took a loss, about $30. And of course it pops up. I would have actually made that trade. But it was because of this, like it looked like it was going to get a pullback there that I didn't want to risk that. So you do have to be kind of Johnny on the spot, so to speak, in order to take advantage of this. Also, I probably could have gone to 1 tick instead of 2, but I was going for that 50 instead of that 25. So I'm really pumped about this strategy. If you can't tell, I'm coming with a lot of excitement and a lot of hype on this because I genuinely believe that this is something that anybody could do. Literally anybody. I think you could earn profit with this. So yeah, it's something that I am pretty pumped to be able to share with people. Gonna cut this one, I think. Unless we go green. Unless we're barely at. Yeah, I just don't like the movement on this one. I'm gonna cut it. Take the L. No big deal. Still at 425 in paper on the day here. Yesterday we used this strategy. We actually earned $1,850 on stream. I think we earned $1,725, and then I took a couple trades after the stream as well for a total of being up $1,850 on the day. It was just absolutely nuts. We're getting these 2 dojis here at the bottom of this pullback. This to me looks like it's gonna pop back up and come up and kind of test these highs. Got the highs sitting here at what 418. Sorry, I got the visual impairment thing. 423. I got this visual impairment thing that makes it kind of a pain in the butt. So and yeah, that's me trading. I'm trading with a visual impairment, and yeah, just still pulling it off. No big, but yeah. All right. Still getting these dojis at the end here. The end of this little. You can see this like this U-shaped breakout pattern. And I honestly think this will pop up. It did for us just now. for a quick 25, but you got two dojis in a row here at the end. I think that this is going to go upward, but I'm going to hang back because on the TTM, we're pretty much flat. We're like right at zero on the TTM. The 9 and the 12 are still in, kind of the bullish setup with the 9s above the 12. And we're getting close to the 26, but I don't know if this is going to have a pullback like I don't think like how it is on these highs here, but we might have a pullback down in like this area. So I'm just waiting for it to pick a direction at the moment. I think that direction is going to be upward, but I'm hesitant. I'm kind of skeptical. So taking a quick long right there. Got a pretty decent entry on that, I think. And hopefully we get a bounce. There it is. We did go red on the TTM here, so I wouldn't be surprised if this pulls back more. But honestly, I feel like it's going to flip towards the upside here. That's kind of my feeling on it, but I could be wrong. And again, that's why I'm being a little skittish. It's just because if I'm wrong, this thing could go the completely opposite direction. It's going up, so we're gonna jump here.
Order filled.
Up you go. No.
Order filled.
That was a big pullback. Didn't like that. So that actually put us down on our evaluation, $36. So we were up 156. Now we're down 36. That's no bueno. I'm gonna switch this back to one tick and try and be a little bit more cautious in what we're doing.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, made a little bit of money back. Now we're down $19. Not bad. Definitely could be better. I mean, obviously, you see we're up 475 in TOS. And that's what I'm hoping to be up in my evaluation today. There are fees involved in the evaluation aspect of things. So $25 actually nets 16 and some change. Let me grab the actual number here. It's $8.72 in fees for two contracts. So 25 minus 8.72, 16.28, 50 minus 8.72 is 41.28. So adding in the fees, it makes it obviously less profitable, but still profitable on that side of things.
Order filled. Order filled.
Wow. I'm kind of a hard time with that. And it's funny too, because I mean, just the movement's really small. And so, we're taking these trades kind of at the top of the candles and they're coming back now. So I think I need to be a little bit more cautious on our evaluation and also just in general right now, because there's not really any obvious momentum here on the TTM. I mean, clearly it's going up, but it's going up very, short, like very slowly. So I don't know if we'll get a test of these highs. I kind of feel like we might not. And obviously we're getting a pullback right there. And go long here on paper side. We got that one. So it's definitely easier in Thinkorswim. I think the chart is easier to read, honestly. Um, so that's one, and then the other element too is that like I almost feel like it's more responsive in a way. There we go. Another 25 on that. Getting that pullback here. So okay, so we're pushing back up, and we're looks like we're going for a test of those highs. All right, we got a quick 25 on that one. And we got a doji here at the top. This looks like a fresh breakout though on the TTM. We pulled all the way back basically to zero, and now we're getting some bullish movement. But you got this U-shaped pattern here. I wouldn't be surprised if we got this pullback and then another bounce. But we are pretty extended away from the volume and average price, so we may have to correct. I mean, look at that difference there. It's difference of about $20. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it kind of is a lot for the ES. So, getting a pullback off that U shape. I would not be surprised if we saw a bounce back up towards the highs after this big pullback here. But again, I could be wrong. I'm no expert, and I don't pretend to be one on the internet. There's another 25 in our paper trading account. Went long there for a 25. Try to join the bid there on that one, but I didn't like the movement. Try to join the bid here.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, so we made another 16 back on that after that kind of larger loss that we took right here. Which again, had we held it, it would have worked out. But I'm trying to be safe, but it's definitely pretty challenging. If we get one of these crossovers here, then we'll definitely attack that rhythm going there. Hey, what's up, Abishat? Hey, man, thanks, man. Yeah, it's a dope strategy that I've been using, and been really happy with the results of it so far. I just did a new evaluation reset today, and I'm hoping to apply this strategy there on the evaluation, and we'll see what we get. I swung a bit overnight, made $1 a share. That's awesome, dude. First time for that. I had a 180% short interest. That's awesome, man. What were you trading that allowed you to earn $1 a share? Most I think I ever got was like $2.30 per share, $2.32 or something like that. On a pre-market momentum trade in a stock. I can't remember which stock. It was maybe a year ago, and that was a nice day. That was actually, I think, one of my biggest days ever. TBLT, yeah, I traded that yesterday. Actually, that's dope that you held that overnight. Yeah, I traded TBLT yesterday for I don't remember what I got per share, but we definitely made profit on it, which was great. So, are you, Abishad? Are you trying to? Are you also doing futures as well? I was curious. Quite a pullback there. Seeing some shorts cover here. It's kind of at a pivotal point. Um, the 9 and 12 are still above, like they're kind of like touching, and the 26 just crossed over on this candle here. It's too soon for me to call it that move, considering this is the current candle where it crossed. But on the next candle, I think we'll see continuation to the downside on the next candle, but we'll have to wait and see. I took a short here anyway on paper side. A little zoomed in more than I want to. Cash only account, no futures. Yeah, I totally get that, man. And we'll try to the MES someday. Yeah, if you try them out, maybe just try them out. Like if you're using Webull or if you're using Thinkorswim or another platform like that, they should have a simulator trading where you can actually go in and trade those symbols and just try it out on paper first and make sure it works for you. It's a little expensive, obviously, to trade futures without like a funded account or without like an evaluation or something like that. So, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing that. But because I can get up to $300,000 to trade with, which is awesome. I mean, I'm using Elite Trader Funding, which Elite Trader Funding is super dope, man. It's a program that's you can just actually pull it up. This is Elite Trader Funding here. You get to keep 100% of your profits for the first $12,500. What I really like though is in the evaluations, they've got like one-step evaluations, and you can actually get up to $300,000. It can be kind of expensive to go with some of the other like larger packages, so you can get like a 10K or 25 or 50 or something like that, and they're less expensive. They also have different evaluation types. The one that I'm doing is this guy here, the 100K static evaluation. This is basically like you just make 2K and don't drop below 625. If you could do that and don't hold any positions overnight, then they'll fund you with a 100K account to trade with. So, which I think is super dope. Just giving people the ability to access those kind of funds. So that's what I'm doing. I also trade stocks, as you probably know. So, and that's been pretty fun. I've been doing that over the last few years, trading stocks. Futures is kind of new to me, so we're still learning here. I've been trading futures now for about 4 months, maybe 3. I started in April, was where I first started, and so we're headed near 4 months. I did it for about 3 weeks or 4 weeks or something. It's like the end of April that I started. I did it for about 3 or 4 weeks in paper before I went to a evaluation account. During that time, I was taking my time and researching the different evaluation programs and funded accounts that were out there, and I decided on Elite Trader Funding after all my research. And then I went and I was earning like I said, like 4 and 5K sometimes in the in paper, and I went and switched over to evaluation. Almost passed it, got really close, and then failed at the end. So, and I've done a couple of passes now on it, and yeah, it's been fun. And I think that eventually the journey is going to be worth it. I actually think that there is a lot more money, at least in the short term, to be earned in the futures market, given my smaller account size on stocks. So I don't have a huge account to work with, but so I think that futures is going to give me that ability to be able to do that. Getting a pullback here. We'll probably get a couple of bounces off this 50. If you've watched some of our previous videos, you'll know that the 50 is pretty good as support and resistance level. It doesn't surprise me that there's a pullback going on. Um, and we almost have unless this forms an ABCD, uh, but this almost looks like a head and shoulders. So, I would say this looks closer to an ABCD. So we've got the A, the B, and the C, and the last would be the D up here. Which, if you watch some of our earlier videos, you got to ride the D up, ride the D. But it's sort of forming that W shape, and W's mean win. Um, it is still extended, but you can see the volume weighted average price is moving up along with this. We're still very far away from the 50 to 200, and which I actually look at the 50 to 200 as being one of the strongest bullish and bearish indicators that there is, at least on the daily chart, or I should say the 1 minute chart and the 5 minute chart. So I think that we could still see another push upwards, especially because we're not dropping much below. Although we are breaking down below this 50 right now, we may come back. Pushing towards the volume weighted average price. And Abhishek, I wanted to just say, thanks for showing up, man. I appreciate it. I know that we're a really small stream right now, and there's not a lot of people here, but just having people show up, make comments, and talk in the chat, that type of stuff just inspires me to keep going, and inspires me to want to grow this channel. I know it's gonna be slow, and I'm okay with that, but we're getting there a little bit at a time. So I just want you to know that I appreciate it. That's that type of stuff matters to me. You're one of my early supporters, and I appreciate that. Minute on the 25. We're up 750 in paper on the day on TOS side. Evaluation. Don't want to do that. Evaluation. We're currently sitting down 112 after taking this loss right here, which is very frustrating because we had worked up profit all the way, with the exception of I think we took a loss here, and we took a loss here. So we took these two losses. This one was kind of large, and this one was a pretty bad one too. So, wow, getting a huge pullback here in the ES.
Order filled.
Trying to go short, just one tick.
Order filled.
All right, we got it. Now down 95 on the day in the evaluation. After a big pullback like that, I don't know, I could see some shorts covering. That's what I was talking about, seeing the shorts covering a little bit of them. Looks like they're like it's going to keep going all the way back down to the volume average price potentially.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, made another 16 back, because on this side, one tick is worth 16 instead of 25, and that's because of the trading fees on the evaluation side. Jumping back over here to get a cleaner look at the charts, or what I consider to be a cleaner look at the charts. Look at that pullback, man. I mean, like, that would have been nice to just be shorting all the way through that. That breakout of the 50 was really big. I think now we might come up and test the 50 and ultimately likely reject it. With this many red candles, I would be hesitant to go short again, just because I can see a lot of shorts covering in this area, and getting out. Got out with another tick on the short side. All right. So we still got a couple people watching. Yeah, man, run those like numbers up. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Going on a half an hour. Had some pretty good results on the paper side. Just okay results on the evaluation. Unfortunately, we took that loss of 125. That brought us down on the day. Unfortunately, because we were up 156 and we took two kind of larger losses that ended up putting us down on the day. We're currently sitting down 79 on the evaluation, up 800 in paper. Getting a pullback to the volume weighted average price. Not bad though, up $800 for just over 30 minutes of trading. If you get, I think it came in, I think when we started, we were up about 350 or 375 or something like that. And so it means we've earned about $425 on, like, since we started the stream on the paper side. Pulling back to the view app. Hitting another short for one tick. See a lot of people covering there.
Order filled.
I'm gonna pull down, go down to the view up. Down, 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 down. No.
Order filled.
Damn. Another 125 loss on that one, putting us down 183 on the day on the eval. And now we get it. And that's been a consistent, man. That's every one of our losses ended up would have been right, but we got scared out of our position because we're trying to protect our account. And maybe that's just the wrong approach on that. Like, each one of them has been working out on the paper side. It's been really consistent on the paper side. So whatever we're doing on our evaluation, we're gonna have to make whatever changes necessary to it. But it's working out really well on the paper side. But yeah, man, it's gonna be nice. And we got 3 visitors. That's awesome. We got 3 watchers. Okay, so we're up 850 on the paper. See if we get a bounce here at the volume weighted average price. Indicator wise, it looks like we're going to keep pushing downwards. The 9 is below the 12, 26 is way up there, and more or less, if you were to flip this over, it'd look bullish. But the way that it's flipped now, you got 9, 12, 35 indicating momentum to this direction, to the downside, and the 26 being above. The volume weighted average price would be the last line of supports, the last line in the sand, so to speak, in order to maintain the bullish momentum. But look at that pullback. Pullback all the way to the volume weighted average price off these highs, which is to be expected. We've been doing really well on the paper side of things. We were doing really well on the evaluation. We just started a new evaluation today. But we did have a couple of them go against us, and that's basically because and each one of them ended up being right and ended up being the correct trade, but just needed to hold it longer, and getting scared out of that position. Essentially, once it goes down like $125 from the position that we're trying to get, like I'm looking to cut that thing because I don't want to keep taking L's, but then and it just ends up going in our favor to begin with, or had gone in our favor had we held it. So we're getting a little bounce off that view app. We've got the TTM turning yellow. Okay, so made another 25 on the paper side, so we're up 875 on the day. Then jump back over here to the evaluation, and hopefully get a pullback.
Order filled.
No, man.
Order filled.
Up 900 on the paper side. So, all right. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. So, guys, with that, we've been doing decently. We're doing very well on the paper side. We could definitely be doing better on our evaluation. That could be an emotional thing or a psychological thing, where maybe I'm not holding the position in the way that I should be holding it, or maybe I am, really just getting scared out of the positions, or maybe I'm getting not getting taking the right entries. So whatever that is, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it right away. We are getting on the TTM here. Jump back over here on the TTM. We've got 3 yellows. We may get another bounce off this volume weighted average price. So this is really kind of like the line in the sand between bullish and bearish. And I think that as far as sentiment is concerned, I think that sentiment for the day has been mostly bullish. And I think that bullish sentiment may continue. And you can see we're kind of like consolidating here where the view app is. So guys, I'm going to say that if you're looking to earn funding in the futures market, if you're looking to trade the same strategies that I've been doing, where you can see that we're up $900 on paper today, you can trade these exact same strategies utilizing a funded account program. I'm using Elite Trader Funding. Elite Trader Funding is very, very dope. They have a lot of different evaluation styles that you can choose from. They've got these one-step evaluations where you just have this one step. All you do is don't go over the max drawdown of, say, this one's $1,000 and hit your profit target of 1,250. You can do it over a minimum of 10 trading days. And that's it. Requires a minimum of 10 trading days. Don't hold your positions overnight, and it's that easy. Very, very similar, like very simple, very easy to understand. And once you get to that point, to the profit target, then that's when you start earning funding. I'm doing the static drawdown evaluation. That's a 100K static drawdown. My max drawdown is 625. I have to hit a profit target of $2,000, and that earns me $100,000 in funding. There's a lot of different types, though. There's the one steps that I was just going over. There's the end of the day drawdowns. These are like, if you do happen to draw down to a certain amount, you have till the end of the day to get it back up. That's one thing that's pretty cool about these. There's these fast track ones, where basically you trade each and every day. You can earn funding fast in these ones. And then there's the static one that I'm currently doing as well. So check them out. There's a link in the description that you guys can go to. If you guys do that, it actually helps support the channel. I earn a small commission off of that, and that helps the channel grow. Got into the TQQQ. Let's see. At 27.33, it's at 32.47. Oh, wow. Great job getting in at 27.33. That's awesome. Up $5 on that. That's huge, man. By the way, Daniel, thank you so much for being part of the comments. I appreciate that. By being a part of this stream, I just appreciate you showing up here. That to me means a lot. Just having people show up. I know it's a Friday. I know there's other things you could be doing, and so I just want to say I'm grateful that you're here. We're gonna jump back over to the stream, jump back over to the trades, and you can see we're up 900 on paper. We did get a dip below that VWAP. We bounced off the 200 moving average, the simple moving average, and we're kind of getting a bounce off this VWAP. Let's see where we're at on TTM. TTM's been kind of turning around slowly. What time are we sitting at now? We're at 8:12. So what is that? Market time 11:12. People could be going to lunch soon. Indicator wise, we got 26, about to cross over the 50. I don't have much insight on that one. But currently, indicator wise, we're still showing downward momentum. TTM, on the other hand, is showing that we may be having reversal. And these, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tests of the VWAP. I would call this one here 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, like six or seven tests of the VWAP, and we're seeing that consolidation happening down here on the VWAP. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a bounce off this and the VWAP acts as support. But I think that we may want to wait for a trend reversal in order to trade that in our evaluation. On the paper side of things, I think that we can take a quick short here. There we go. Made another 25 bucks. This strat that I'm using is crazy simple. It's very beginner friendly. All I'm doing is trading one tick of the ES, and I'm trading that with 2 contracts. Each tick is worth $12.50. So 2 contracts adds up to $25. And all I'm doing is trading the momentum of that candle. And that's it. So again, we're getting a little bit of a bounce off VWAP. TTM is now down to the 5 range. If you guys don't know what the TTM is, there is a video explaining everything that I know about the TTM on my channel. Y'all can check it out after this video or after the stream is over, and it'll explain to you how I use the TTM as a momentum indicator. I use it when I'm trading stocks mostly, and it's incredibly accurate with stocks. It's mostly accurate with futures, not as accurate as it is with stocks, but it's still helpful. But in stocks, I use it to have near an 80% accuracy rate on trading with stocks. It was a huge game changer in my stock trading journey. So I decided to apply it to the futures market, and it works out okay. We've got a possible crossover happening. What the possible crossover is indicating there is it's indicating this 12 here, the cyan line, crossing above this white 26 SMA line. So this is a 12 EMA crossing above a 26 SMA. We do have the 35 crossing over the 26, and that indicates bullish momentum over time. So this is not like like when this happens, that doesn't mean it's going to rip now. What this means is that we're switching momentum. The 35 EMA I use as a momentum indicator to indicate which direction momentum may be shifting over the next 10 to 15 minutes. And that's why I use the 35. So there's multiple strategies that are happening here at once. There's the TTM, which is a momentum indicator. When this turns cyan, that's an indicator for me to go long. When it turns red, it's an indicator for me to go short. And when it's in this yellow zone, it's an indicator of consolidation. There's this 9 EMA, which I use in conjunction with the 12 and 26. If the 9 is above the 12, that indicates that we're still in bullish momentum. If the 9 is below the 12, that indicates that we're in bearish momentum. That doesn't mean bearish on the day. It just means bearish momentum or bullish momentum on that moment. Momentum. So I kind of just link those two together. We may get another bounce off this 200 moving average. This one, you see, was a big wick with a hammer candle. TTM is still going towards the bullish side. It's not there yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we got another bounce off this VWAP. Taking a quick long right there. And we're already out. Made 25 bucks. Sometimes I don't even know that we got out because it's so fast. It's like you're in and out within that same like second. It's kind of crazy. Let's see. Lost 27 on AYLA. Yeah. I actually didn't trade AYLA the other day. Was that today that you lost that? I didn't trade AYLA. I think because I was focused on TBLT when that happened. And I really, when I'm trading stocks, I pretty much do two, like no more than like 2 trades a day in stocks. I'm trading with a cash account, and stocks have a smaller account size. So I typically try and I do like a sniper move in stocks. And if you guys ever want to see it, I might put it here, um, but I mainly trade stocks in the open, and I don't stream the open. I stream at 7:30 Pacific time, 10:30 Eastern time, because I'm mainly trading futures. My goal here is to earn funding in futures, so that's what I'm doing with that. And you might see I might do some like pre-recorded videos, or like record some videos of me trading at the open and post them at a later time, but I don't really want to stream the opens. I'd be too tempted to switch over to futures, and I do not trade futures at the open. Let me tell you. So serious business. All right. This consolidation's been happening for a while now. When did this really start? About like 8:03, and it's been going on for like 15 minutes. This consolidation near the VWAP. It's definitely holding the volume weighted average price pretty well, though. I mean, look at this support here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, that's a lot of VWAP tests. Look for a long there. We got it up 975 in paper. Let's jump over to our evaluation. I'm a little bit hesitant and scared to trade this now, just because we got a couple of ones that didn't go well. I'm gonna try for a 2-tick and see if we can join the bid. I'm gonna exit that just because I see it like just stall there. How much time we got left on this candle? New candle forming now. Trying not to be involved in any new, like brand new candle. I want to see it like have a, like pick a direction first.
Order filled.
Okay, we're in 2 contracts. Yes, we're looking for 2 ticks up. Just 2. Come on. Up you go.
Order filled.
Wow, man. Having a really hard time in the evaluation. I'm like kicking butt in the paper side, but on the eval side, I'm just been really struggling. Which is funny too, because it's just like we're up $975 here on the paper side. On the eval side, I've just been really struggling. Like we're doing the exact same strategy. So, ooh. It's pretty aggressive pullback there. I had to cut that. That's our biggest loss of the day right there. Still up 775, but we took a $200 loss on that one. That's our biggest loss of the day. I think I just need to, like, kind of hang back and be patient. It's definitely can be slow grind up. Pretty excited though. This channel's been growing pretty quickly, and we've been doing this for 2 weeks now. This is about our 2 week mark. And in the 2 weeks that we've done this, we've gotten near 1,000 views, over 100 watch hours. So just that right there, I mean, a lot of that is huge motivation to keep on pushing. You guys showing up here, Daniel, Abhishek. We had Miss Tiny Trader in here recently. And like we've had a couple of people showing up for these streams, and it's growing day by day. We start having more and more people here each and every time. So I just want to thank you guys for showing up. We do this every day, Monday through Friday, 7:30 Pacific time, 10:30 Eastern time. And we trade futures for about an hour. And in that time that we do it, like yesterday we made $1,850. I think on the stream we made $1,650. But during that time, we were employing the strategy that was working out really well. We're still up 775 on the day on paper. Getting some bearish action here, dropping below the VWAP, and we'll have to see if the 200 access support. But it's kind of looking like it might not. We might see a little bit bounce here and a retest of the VWAP, but this is looking more bearish to me by the minute. Taking a quick long there, and we're already out. Made 800, or sorry, made 25. We're up 800. We were up 900, but we took a almost $200 loss on one of these ones here. I think we're up 975. I think we did take a $200 loss. It's our biggest loss of the day. We'll have to see if this just continues to push downward. How many red candles are we at now? We got 3 in a row. We're getting kind of a doji down here. Take a short there. Made another 25. With that many candles, so we're at 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles in a row. We may see some people, some shorts covering, and a push back up to the VWAP for a test. So I was kind of surprised that we ended up taking an L on this spot here. We got in like right there, and we had like a tiny little push up, and then just this big downward momentum. Taking a quick long. Might regret it. Yeah, I'm gonna flat that. I shouldn't have done that because I was trading against the trend. So we lost. I think we're at 825. So we lost like $175 on that one. Up 650. Still doing okay on the day, but I think we could be doing better. I think that if we have more patience, we can do much better. So, all right, guys. Make sure y'all check out Elite Trader Funding. Like I said, Elite Trader Funding is one of the easiest ways to earn funding in the futures market. You can earn up to $300,000 to trade with someone else's money, which is awesome. They got a lot of different options and availability in order to, try some of their other accounts, try some of the different evaluations. They are regulated by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They have funded a lot of people at this point. They're kind of a newer company, but I did a lot of research in choosing my prop firm, and Elite Trader Funding was the one that I decided on. One thing that I really like about Elite Trader Funding is the customer service. The support staff has been really awesome. They answer my questions quickly. They've answered my questions on the weekends, which is awesome. Not real common, but yeah, there's a link in the description below if you guys want to join Elite Trader Funding and try to earn funding yourself. There's a lot of different options available. Like I said, starting at 10K, moving all the way up to $300,000 funded trading account. So check them out. And if you guys trade stocks, options, or cryptocurrency, there's also a link down below to Webull. Webull is a super dope program. I use it to day trade stocks on a regular basis. And in that, if you guys happen to sign up, you actually will get 6 free stocks when you set up your account. Outside of that, guys, you can donate to the channel if you want. There's a link there, and also a link to join our email mailing list. We email every day, just letting you know like where we're at in the market and what we're doing, those kind of stuff, plus some cool little insights that I don't share anywhere else. So if you guys want to join that, check that out. I will see you guys in the email. But yeah, guys, with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here for the day. And thank you so much, everyone who was in the chat. Thank you so much, everybody who liked, everybody who showed up today. I love and appreciate each and every one of you guys. Stay frosty out there. All right. All right. Peace. Appreciate you. It's at 89.75. Just throwing this up here. $50, $500 point value. Yeah. Wow. Cheers, Abishat. I missed this comment too. Just gonna grab this. Consider a note from yesterday. S&P 500 E-mini for 4011 to 4100.75. Yeah, man. It's a sketchy market, but like I mean the strat that I'm using has been working in regardless of what the candles are doing. I've honestly not even really needed to follow trend that much. Pretty much just been trading the candle that's been happening at that moment, which is working out very well on paper. In the evaluation, though, it's a little bit more challenging, and I think that's because I get emotional. That could be the reason why. But yeah, love. Or bye. Yeah, bye for now, man. All right, guys. Thank you so much for showing up. I love and appreciate you. I'll see you guys Monday at 7:30 Eastern or 7:30 Pacific time, 10:30 Eastern time. I'll be right here, and hopefully we'll get a background up. We got a whole background set up that we've been gathering parts together to put together a better background. But yeah, thank you guys for supporting the channel. Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace.